many aspects of people's lives, and one of them is family planning. Joining us this morning is Dr. Goldman. She is the Medical Director of Fertility Preservation at Northwestern Memorial Hospital. Thank you, Dr. Goldman, for joining us.
Thank you so much for having me this morning.
Now, many fertility clinics were shut down for months at the initial height of the pandemic. What happened when those clinics reopened?
Sure. So, we know that for the women and couples who were experiencing infertility and for whom the rug was pulled out from under them during that time, there was a tremendous need to get back in for care. At the height of the spring surge last year, the ASRM, the American Society for Reproductive Medicine, recommended that we pause fertility treatments. Rightfully so. There was a lot of uncertainty and a need to prioritize life-saving care that was being administered. But for patients experiencing infertility, this was tremendously painful. And so when our clinics reopened about 6 to 8 weeks after that shutdown, we've experienced a tremendous increase in patients needing to seek care and also patients considering their future family building plans, some considering freezing eggs if they had not considered it, considering pregnancy without a partner. So a tremendous need to prioritize fertility care.
Do you think the pandemic changed people's perspectives about family planning when you talk about people deciding maybe I'll conceive without a partner, or those who want to freeze their eggs for later?
Absolutely. I think anytime there is a major life change, we see that patients are forced to reorder their priorities. I see this all the time in my young patients who are diagnosed with cancer and find that this new diagnosis of cancer forces them to reconsider their family, and having children becomes more of a priority. And I saw something similar with the pandemic. I think anything that is a tremendous life change can certainly cause someone to reconsider how they view their family building goals. And so we have absolutely seen patients who were not considering pursuing single motherhood by choice then move forward and consider that, and absolutely a large proportion of patients who are considering preserving fertility. And the pandemic really was a catalyst for that.
Dr. Goldman, one more question for you briefly. Last week, the CDC urged pregnant women and those who are trying to conceive to get a COVID vaccine. Are your patients heeding the warning?
We are having very meaningful conversations about it. It is an incredibly important time for patients to consider to get vaccinated, particularly in this window where someone is considering a pregnancy. They are focusing on all of the things they can do to be healthy in their pregnancy. The most important thing right now for them to do is be vaccinated going into their pregnancy. ACOG, ASRM, all of the major SMFM organizations that that take care of women are recommending and encouraging vaccination. So absolutely, this is an incredibly important conversation we need to be having with patients. Please get vaccinated if you are pregnant or trying to conceive.
Dr. Goldman, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you very much for having me.
In short supply, computer chips are becoming scarce. The industry fighting to make sure they're